Okie dokie. Looks like I'm live, guys. All right, I'm going to let a few of the chatters get in the box here live before I start with information. But so if you're watching this recording, you might want to scoot ahead a few minutes till we get into the crux of it. And there's Claire. It's like the magic. The magic of technology. I can't find, Claire, I have misplaced my favorite Robin stencil of the bigger script that she has. Hey, Joan. And I've been looking all over for it because I wanted to demo that one today. And I can't find it. I'm going to have to get Sherry to send me another one. I've turned the place upside down. And you guys want to hear something funny? Remember yesterday about the black paper Robin gave me to try at the retreat, the black deli, and how cool I thought it was? And somebody said, I think you gave some of that to Robin when we were in Arizona. Well, guess what? Here's the rest of the pack that I brought back from Arizona. Oh my gosh. So many people give her stuff when she's there to try that I totally forgot it. And I'm sure she did. I thought, oh my God. Yeah, I can't. That stencil's really haunting me. Hey, Allie. Hi, Jan. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start, guys. This is the last day of this particular iStencil sale. There will be another one sometime in the future, I'm sure. Here are the deets. iStencils.com website, 25% off the entire site when you use the code JOAN, JOAN 25, through midnight tonight, which is September 22nd, 2024 at midnight Eastern. If you spend $50 after your discounts applied, you'll get this lovely, one of my favorite stencils as a free gift. That's the only way you can't buy this one. That just comes with the free gift thing, the exclusive one. And if you're in the US, you will get free domestic shipping as well on that same $50 order. International shipping is also available. But that's the deal. That's what you got to know right there. I'm going to put that away. As different people come in, I'll repeat that, but I think everybody's got it by now. Here's some of the prints that we did yesterday. Some of these are like favorites. I really liked how they came out. I love the freebie stencil. So this was, I don't know, Allie, if you were here. Hey, Kath. But this was on a piece of fabric that I used one of the stencils, and I forget the name of this one in the background. Looks like a pharaoh's headdress to me, but I think we're going to have to change the name of that one. And then here, this is in the, this orange, actually, what's it called? It's a luminaire paint called Halo Pink Gold. That is actually a fabric paint. And it's funny, you do regular acrylic paints on fabric, which is what this background design was. And you can see on the bigger part of the design that kind of grayish diamond shape you see under here, and it goes through, through the pattern. You lose a lot of the metallics. And there you can see some of the metallics that are showing. But on this stuff, it's fabric paint. You see all the metallic as well as the shift. So they have something going on there. But anyway, that's a piece of fabric. This one's a piece of fabric. This is the Halo Blue Gold. Same kind of paint, the luminaire. They will be showing up in a collage near you at some point in the near future. Where am I going to put these? Put them in my safe space if there is such a thing. I love this one. This is an old printable of Robin's that's been through a dye bath or two, coffee sprayed. Well, look who it is, Mr. Acciano. I only watch if I use my stress ball. Keep my IV drip. Hey, good advice. But I love this, how grungy it looks, and then with that little pop of shimmer with Joan's new stencil design on there. I love that. Used the same stencil here on top of an old piece of paper I had scripted on. And this was an old jelly print that I used the Stuart Simple watered down paints on that beat up on the jelly plate. And this was from a previous release of Joan's. Oops, hello. Love that. This is just where I did the shadow drop to make that kind of look 3D with the centerpiece of one of her new stencils. And these were just various little prints that happened yesterday. Gayla advised me wrong on this one. I knew I should have listened to my gut, but you know, it happens. Okay, let's move some of these out of the way. I was just telling Claire and Joan, I have misplaced my favorite Robin stencil, which is her big scripting stencil. But anyway, it shall turn up or I shall get another one. One or the other will happen. Oh, Gayla, remember yesterday we were talking about the mystery black deli paper that Robin gave me this summer at my retreat? Somebody said they thought I gave Robin a sample of that when we were in Arizona last November. I did. Here's the package that I brought back from Arizona. Sweet Moses. You know, New York taxi pal. Oh my God. It'll turn up. I shall manifest one to turn up. Okay. So if anybody wants to see a certain stencil, a certain color, or whatever, speak now or forever hold your britches up. But I'm just going to start to play. And I'm also going to mix in, I'm going to show you a few other designs and maybe pull some of Joan's on top of it. Because this sale is for the whole site and there's probably 4,000 or better designs on there now. I know, it came full circle. Oh my goodness. What a journey that paper's been on. So let's take, I don't even know what this is. Color Shift Blue Flash. That's what they call me after one particular night in the hallway at a retreat a few years ago, the Blue Flash. Don't need to go into that. Let's do just a little. Oh, okay, that's separated. Not in a good way. Where is my paper towel? That was all medium that came out of there and no pigment. So let's get rid of that, shall we? Let's just go with what we have. That's a sign. Oh, this is thick. And I can see the shift in this already. It goes to a purple. And we'll just grab, I brought a couple badass stencils out. This one is called Nani, N-A-N-I. It's Badass 6091. It's hard to see. You'll just have to relieve me. But it's called Nani, N-A-N-I. They do their stencils really cool. They do like different edgings like this. They have all different shapes of them. And actually they're for body art. But ever since Gayla used this one, I can't disclose too much, but after she used that one, we had to retire that from the from me taking to my retreats. I'm going to use a piece of this famous black deli because this is kind of shiny. We'll pick it up on black. Hey, Julie. Rainy UK. It's kind of dreary here today, and the temperature has, I think now maybe it's dipped down on the first day of fall uh, into more reasonable temperatures, hopefully permanently. Not looking forward to another 100-degree day. Oh, look, it just shows all purple on the black paper. Oh no, I can get it to shift a little bit. Can you see that shift? It's hard to show. At the top of the print, you can see the blue coming through there. I can see it clearly here, but not so much on the screen. Let's see here. Where am I going to put these after I've used them? Let's, that's kind of interesting what's left on there. Let's do something. I'm thinking about putting black over that. Well, let's not think it. Let's just do it. In my head, it looks cool. We'll see. We know how most of that stuff turns out. Let's just pull that on some regular old deli. I know, I need a lot of things. I always just kind of stack them up, unless they're a really wet print. By the time I do another one, that one's dry enough not to permanently glue itself to the one above it or below it, whatever. Oh, that's not taking it all off. Kathy's still scared. Why is Kathy scared? Is it obvious? Nope, that didn't really. No worky. There's a background for a Halloween print, black and purple. That did not go as planned. See what happens in my head? Oh, it's beautiful in there. A beautiful mind. A beautiful mind indeed. I got all that extra paint on there. All right, well, that backfired. Let me take, let's see. I'm going to grab a piece out of here. You know, I like this print. But it's not all that precious to me that I don't mind screwing it up. So let's just try to see what we can do. Maybe a vertical one. It only takes real estate up vertical. Notice how I had to explain that to her. Oh. All right, I'm going to do this. I failed the last time when I mixed up the black and the bronze. So let's just do this on here. Let's see what happens. We're going going to mow the grass today, but it rained out of the blue. Last night around 11 o'clock, it busted out pouring. And it wasn't even calling for rain. And it's so cloudy and overcast. And I think it was only 70 degrees a little while ago when I checked. So the drying conditions are not with us for the lawn drying out enough to mow today. So hopefully it'll dry out before it gets too long. Dave was away last week. We did mow it before he left, but it can use it again. All right. Good, bad, and different. I love that design. I don't know that it did much for this print, but it's funny because most of the brass brownsy color was on the borders, and because of this border, it's still there. Again, won't be a masterpiece. It'll be torn up and put in some sort of a lovely collage in the future. Oh, shoot. I should have left that on there and tried to empty some of those holes. But I'm going to do this anyway. What am I going to do? You know what? I'm just going to do bronze over it. Instead of trying to do a patina print, we'll just throw a little bronze and see what happens. Get one of those marbly looking prints again, but I really like that look. But maybe on its own, it'll be better than that one Gail has screwed me up on. This on the plate is very interesting. Oh, look. Oh, I'm going to do that on deli. That bad boy's really going in a collage. I like to do that half circle kind of a look on my collage in my journals when I do a collage. What the hell? I got paint everywhere now. That's okay. It's on the wrong side. What's on the plate? I'm at live. It's a good question for Patty. I don't understand the question. You mean what was on the plate looked kind of interesting? Is that what you were saying? This one, I want this to really clean up. It was interesting, wasn't it? I love this stencil. And what I was starting to say and interrupted myself as per usual. This one's called Arched Circles. It's one of Joan's from a previous release. I like to take a circle design and come out from the edge of the page just into the collage off from one side. That's probably why I like those Robin's printables that all have those big I don't know if they were break parts or what looked like gigantic washers that she rusts on paper. Those are some of my favorite ones. Come on, baby. Work for mama. Oh, that one's working pretty good. Oh, hello, lover. Look at you. Ha ha. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Mommy like you that. Dry off my little friend. That's pretty. I'll set that one in a safe place to dry. Cool. Hey, Dot. Hey, Linda. That was a cool one, if I must say so myself. This is what we're rambling on about for the ladies that just joined. I might do a whole series of prints with just black and bronze. I like that. Okay, let's do, well, here, I'm trying to do other designs other than Joan's. You guys have seen hers for a few days. And I'm going to incorporate those, but I want to pull out to show you what else is available for the same coupon code with the badass designs. This is one of the original eye stencil designs that I first bought many moons ago, and I just love this one. It's a repeatable one in case you want to do your whole wall like this 3D psychedelic, like you might want to do your safe room like this, Gala, at home. I'm seeing a black wall with all red 3D on it. See, it even looks 3D. See that? This is number 27-00107. It's an eye stencil brand. 27-00107. Screenshot if you want it. So let me think here. What do I want to do? What can I put that over? You know what? Since I screwed this up kind of, let's use this as a pickup sheet to get the holes cleaned out. So let's do, no, I got to do bronze first because that's not going to show up. Black on black's not going to show up. They have several 3D designs. That reminds me when Dot was on here and I had those concentric black and white circles, and they really did look like they were moving off the page. Oh, I should have this on a bigger jelly plate, but that's okay. We'll get what we get. So on this that was just kind of a flub, let's take that and pick up whatever we get. Try to get that lined up as best I can. This is still kind of wet, so I don't know. This may be another one that doesn't turn out when I try to put what's in my head on paper, but that's okay. This is how we learn. What not to do is just as important as what to do. I'm going to stick with that. I could justify my efforts then. Isn't that cool how that looks 3D? And you look at it close, you can just see where they went from round to like oval shapes with the circles. Woo, psychedelic craziness. Okay, now I'm going to try to clean these holes. This bronze dries pretty quickly, so I don't know that much will come up off of there. That's okay. Just a little bit here and there. Okay, now take this off. And give me the black paint. And, oh, we're just picking that up, aren't we? Lost it there for just a moment, which should be of no surprise to any of you. All right, we'll see what happens with this one. Trying to get that really to adhere, to pull all that paint up and clean it. And if you want to cheat, That's about what it'll look like, which, it's okay. It's grungy. So it's got the distressed old wall kind of a thing going on. It's not as pristine a print as this one. But that's okay. We don't need them all to be the same, do we? Did you guys see Xandra's post? I saw her post on Instagram. I'm sure she shares it to Facebook too. She's at her classes with Jane Davenport in Australia and has a couple more days of another class. That still would look cool. Kind of ripped up with a strip of the dots with the shiny bronze. A collage. Let's look at another. This is a really pretty. Look how intricate this one is. This is a badass. It's called Romance. Badass Romance. That reminds me of my ex-husband. What color do I want to put on here? Let's do something. Let's do this. I was telling you about how these jelly print, these fabric paints. It's really a pretty one, Dot. That might be a little bit much. So this is the Jacquard fabric paint. The Luminaire called Halo Blue Gold. I'm not putting it on fabric. I'm just going to put it on paper. All right, let's get this one right down the edge here. There we go. Now do I want to put it on black? I'm going to use this black deli. Let's see what we got here. Hey, Gray. Good to see you again. This paper is good to be able to see what's actually gone down and touch the gel plate and where it needs to be scrunched in there a little bit more. It's a technical term for those of you who are not aware. Scrunched. I think this is actually scrunched itself into blurring here with those wrinkles. We're going to call it texture. So it looks like I did it on purpose. Okay. Hey, Kathy. Oh, good. You made it when I'm not signing off. I should have faked the sign off just to flip you out a little bit, but I didn't want to be mean like Kayla. See if I can get the paint to shift on the camera. This is actually blue paint with gold mica in it. That's hence the green look, most of it. But if you get it just right, and you can't see it there, but I can see it here, it does shift. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, in a good way. Like, ooh, not ew. All right. What shall we do with that? Not like that. Ah! Party time. Just drying it a little bit the old-fashioned way. I think what I'll do... I wonder if I did something crazy and put like the halo pink gold over this so that shows in some of the openings. What's the worst that could happen? This is going to take a while to really dry, and I'm not going to wait that long because I don't have that much patience. Yeah, you can walk out on me like, I'm out of here. That's okay. All right, in my head, it's going to look cool. Stand by for some disappointment. Ay. This is how we learn. You got to be willing to throw the ideas out there. It's only a piece of paper. All right, stop while you're ahead. I'm going to take a black bond paper. This will hold its shape a little bit better than the deli when it gets wet. That kind of crinkles, and I want to try to get a good clean print of this. So we shall see. I was using some black deli the other day that you can get on Amazon now. That's what this is on. You can hear how lightweight that is, right? It's like, it's deli paper. They call it sandwich wrap, I think is what it's called on the website. If you can't find it, Kathy, hit me up on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll send you the link. I wish they'd make that wet strength tissue in black. If anybody's listening who has any pull in the tissue industry, that would be lovely. Okay. Good or bad, here we go. Good or badass, I should say. Well, the plate's being cleaned. Look at that clean plate. Oh, no. That's basically just a shiny background with some detail if you look close enough. I told you that wasn't going to work, Gayla. Always lead me astray. But we can make that better because we're going to print something over top of this. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Let's do this one. This was on a previous release of Joan's. And the larger circle. Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to do, Allie. Get out of my head, girl. This larger one is a repeated image of these that was in a previous release. So we can use those in conjunction with one another. Looks pretty cool. Okay. Let's mess the plate up. It's too clean now. I need to get more Liquitex black. Okay, what was I going to do? This one? Yeah, let's do this one. Now, hopefully, these are really tiny openings on here. So let's see how crisp of a... You have to make it into a bit.ly link, which is a pain in the neck, but it works. Gayla, do you know what I'm talking about, right? Bit.ly. I think it's just the Bit.ly website, bit.ly.com, but you paste the big link from Amazon in there, and it'll give you a very short, concise link that is the same one. And there's other ones that do that now, but since I don't have a need for that stuff, I'm not up on it as much as I used to be back in my younger days. Oh. Oops. Almost threw it across the room. I love that stencil. All right, let's pick up a little bit out of these holes. Let's see where the circles are. Looks stitchable. Well, yeah, I guess you could. Okay, see, that got most of those holes cleaned out. Now, let's remove this, and guess what we're going to put in there to fill in the blanks. You guessed it. A little bronze. This is looking pretty good for CB. I might need to change my papers. Oh, there's a little bit too much on there yet. I'm running out of space. Okay, now what kind of lovely paper are we going to put that on? I think we're just going to go with deli. Default to deli because that's what I use the most when I collage, and that's mostly what these are going to ever get used for. Or they'll end up on the giveaway table at next year's retreat, one or the other. I hid. The answer is not bronze. Hide the bronze. What? I think my biorhythms are still off. Alrighty. Let's see what we got there. Is it pulling it up? Yep, most of it. See, I don't hate that, people. Looks like an old bronze medallion. Gail, I'm going to cut these out and resin them and make a pair of earrings for you. Your Mr. T starter kit. Okay, so let's pull another. Oops, stop tangling. I think people like this one the last time I showed this badass one. You badass. This one here is pretty. And this one, oh, actually, look, it's bronze on both sides. I guess I did it with bronze. What's this? Emerald Flash. Dragon Flash. Let's do some Dragon Flash. Oh! Huh. Well, that was close to going in my face. Gayla would love that. Oh, I can say badass. I say badass a lot. I actually have jewelry that says badass on it. Katia Designs, thank you very much. Let's see, is that something I could put over something else that I have semi-handy? Green. Not really. Where's my other papers? Oh my, this is looking kind of... I'm going to say no for that bin. All right, before we get this totally hosed up, let's just grab something. I think I could put it on this. That's just an old cleanup print. I don't know. We're going to do it just because it's in my hand and the paint's drying. Whenever somebody asks me what my pronoun is, I intend to say badass. Just so you know. This was kind of heavy. I think this is actually glassine, so I don't know if I'm going to get down on all those little intricate spaces or not. We shall see momentarily. We're getting what we get. Oh, that's a mess. Gayla, I told you that wasn't going to work. That is not a badass print. That's still an unusable background. Crapola. Should have known it was going to be too much like, one was too much like the other. One was too much like the other. That actually looks like it's bronze and black. Okie dokie. Let's see, what's my time? 2:45. When did I start? I just started at 2, didn't I? Yeah. Got some time yet. So let's try. I want to put this on something. I have an idea, and we know how that doesn't work out most of the time. Oh, that's too much bronze. I need one that's more black. More black. All right, we're just going to do this just because my brain's not working that great. Have you thought about bronze and black? It's crossed my mind vaguely. Just a little glimpse went through my brain today. That's what I should have done. I should have mixed bronze and black for this one. That's all right. This is one of Robin's. And I've used it so much. It's called Roaming. Roamings, plural. No. I put that on there? Or maybe in here. Oh, that's just going to cover up a little bit of that. All right. Let's just have it on its own little platform here. Oh, this bit up here is interesting, Gala. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate that. I love it. Let's get some of this out of these holes. Because guess what we're going to do, Jules? I can't stop myself. Alrighty. Well, you know it's coming. Oops. Had to do it. Okay, so that's black gold. Let's put that on a piece of deli. I should take a little more of that off of there, actually. Let's see, what can I put over this? Maybe, possibly. Never been called radical. I get that a lot. Mostly from Galo. You know how dramatic she can be. See, cream just wouldn't have done that same thing. It looks like liquid gold. Oops. Okay. Let me look at some of the prints we did. I'm going to take this one. I love that one. That's my favorite. I'll have to take a picture of that one and print more. Okay. All right, let's do something to this one. What are we going to do? Because this is like, remember that was a bad idea, but moments of genius in there if you can focus in on some of the little bits, right? But we can obliterate some of that. What are we going to obliterate it with? Do I just want to put like these symbols over it? Or like symbols? All that would cover too much of it. I don't want to do that. Oh, here's another one of Joan's round ones. Huh. Or I'm going to use this one again, but not for this. Oh, and this. And this. Okay. Purple would look good. Purple on top of this? One of us is losing our minds. I'm not sure if it's you two or if it's me. Not metallic purple. I'll use a larger pattern than the background. Pretty much any pattern is larger than the background. But if I use like this round one, purple or whatever I use is going to cover all of this. Unless I pounce it, right? I can pounce. Brenda. Copper would be bold enough so the eye doesn't catch the oops underneath. It's always my fault, Dot. That's okay. I'll take the blame. Maybe you can scrape off the top layer. It'll still be good. Little hot tea. No one will be the wiser. So where are we with the purple? Purple. There's nothing on there that's purple. That would not occur to me to do purple. Maybe I should give you another look. See, I'm thinking put a very small amount of purple on the very edge of the sheet and see what you think. I'm going to think the same thing I thought before I do this, but that's okay. I'll do it. Now, do you still think purple's going to be good on there? Maybe you do. I don't know. Let's, and you know what? Let's do this. I know what I'm going to do. Now, this is going to shock some people. I'm going to do black. And I'm going to put this one of Robin's just in the middle of it. I think. Don't listen to Julie. Nice. For those of you who have just come on, come on at any time since the beginning of this, iStencils.com is having a sale to promote Joan's new designs. But the code is JOAN25 for 25% off the entire site, which is why I'm showing today other artists in addition to Joan's designs. If you're in the US and you do, well, anybody that spends $50 after discount gets this free design. You get that one for free. And if you're in the US, and I don't know if that's continental US or whatever, free shipping for that same order over $50. International shipping is available. The sale ends tonight at midnight Eastern. So you basically have 9 hours. Not from the time you watch this recording, but from the time I'm speaking live, which is 2:59 p.m. Eastern. All right. Well, okay, but I have an idea. Don't anybody panic. You know how these ideas go. Oh, look at that. Guess what's going to happen there, Julie? Actually, you know what? Hang on a second. Hold the phone. This place is a wreck. Whenever I do jelly printing a few days in a row, I'm unglued down here. Well, oh, you know what? Is that high flow? Yeah. Look what I found. High flow bronze. It's going to beat up on the plate, which means it's kind of the green is going to separate from the bronze. So we can blame this one on Julie. Offset that with purple, and the black could be a drop shadow. What is with the purple? That's purple would be too dark. You got to do something really contrasting to show that. That would not be contrasting enough. All right. Let's try this. I hear the pitter patter of little paws. What you doing, Oak? Did it dry up enough to mow, you think?
Are you done streaming?
No, not yet.
I'll go brush it.
Oh, good. Well, I have to find a tool to pry this nozzle open. Oakley's getting a brushing. I just saw the comment about your eyes rolling. Oh, it's loud, Gayla. It is loud. So let's just do. All right, this is the high flow. It's very watery. And let's just do it. It doesn't look as watery now, does it? Some of that out of the middle. I want it to kind of beat up. There we go. She's a beaten up now. So I'm going to take, I'm not going to do this piece again. I'm going to grab, oh, you know what? I probably shouldn't use deli. That might be too thin. I'm going to do it anyway. Just a piece of paper. Don't get crazy. Yeah, Brenda. A little bit, a little more extreme if you can get them all the way, pupils all the way back in the head so they roll over white. That's what I'm picturing. Okay. See how that's resisting the plate and beating up? You know, I might be able to do this one, Gala. This blue flash that's got the purple in it. That's metallic. That's light. There is some blue in this. And do a drop shadow of that. Would that make you happy? Before you cause yourself to have a seizure with the extreme eye rolling? No, don't do that. It's hard to please some people, if you know what I mean, not to mention any names. I think I should do that. Just nothing else to get another eye roll. This is, I forgot to tell you the name of this one. This is one of Robin's called. Huh. Well, oh, there we go. Wow. I've used that one a lot. I think it says Labyrinth. which would make sense. Okay, let's see. It's going to be good or it's going to be bad. I don't hate it. It looks very grungy, like somebody spilled bronze paint on a pretty black and white print. Okay. Oh, purple, purple, purple. What purple do you think would work with that? I'm starting to question everything I once knew. Maybe you can chew on some Tums too. That may help. Let's see. Something has to happen to this. Oh Lord, that went way south. That's worse than your purple suggestion. Okay, let's well, let's just go with an old standby. Shocking. I know. I'm telling you, when I get on a roll with something, I will just grind it to death. So let's do this. And I'm going to do it over this, and this will obliterate a lot of this mess. But maybe some of the good bits will seep through the pieces of the circle that are cut out. The dark side is very bright though, Gala. Painting my living room blonde. That would be lovely. I could send you a couple prints that you could frame to go along with that. Okay. We're going to get what we get. Still too much of the wreck exposed, I think. Some days you eat the bear, and some days the bear eats you. I think today is the bear's day. I'm going to try to pick some of this up. Who's a pretty boy now? Did you get brushed? He's ignoring me. Oakley, not Dave. So guess what we're going to have to do here? Go ahead, Gala. Say it. Dave's got the leaf blower. I'm guessing he got a lot of fur off of Oakley. He's starting to blow his coat for the upcoming fall coat to come in. CB, I can't believe you turned on me. Gala, yes, I would expect her to turn on me. But not CB. And here I am making you beautiful papers for upcoming cards. What you doing, Oak? All right. Trying to get this to clean the plate. I'm sorry, you just can't hate that. Just a little strip here or there and a collage. Come on. Okay, what are we doing here? 312. Let's do, let's see. We have something on some of these. Whew, I don't know what we do on that. This is a piece of my tissue paper that the wet tissue that I do at the retreat when I have the room to spread out and leave it there all day. Let's put this one here so it holds in place. And let me get, where's that one with the little dashes? Here we go. I think I might just pounce some through there, here and there. What do you think? Oh, that's the one I'm going to use when I do more of these papers. Rub and buff. You'll have to get rid of the trade the leather unless it's black leather. You want to go, if you're going to go with the theme, you're going to have to do all black and gold. I'll keep my eye out at Home Goods for you for some black accessories. Let's just put a little bit of, little something here and there. So when I tear a lovely piece of this off to use, I'll think of Joan and Gala wanting these dashes to be purple. Oh, mercy. I should have eyeballed it and done it on the darker spots. These came out pretty good. Kind of lost some of those over the gold, but that's okay. It's still pretty. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up here soon, kids. I need to bronze my entire house. Well, you know, I've thought about that, Gala. Hey, Sherry. Still going. Every time now I know why I set off Siri. When I say, hey, Sherry, Siri pops up and shuts off my volume for what I hear on the laptop. No, actually, I am getting ready to bail out of here in a few minutes. I came on at 2. I don't know what I could possibly do to this. Maybe I should do nothing to it. Maybe that's what it needs, nothing. Oh, or maybe I could do this to it, like I did this one. Ah, get out the bronze. Dick Blick is going to see an uptick in its sales of Golden's iridescent bronze. I wonder what happened. It's just Gala redecorating. Oh hell, now I gotta find that stencil. Where did I put it? Oh mercy. Is it up here? Oh no. Can I not find it in time for this not to dry and flub it all up? Oh, where is it? Woo-hoo! I'm going to say a bad word. I know I am. I just had it here earlier. Oh, there it is. Got it. Sheesh. Watch it be drying. I'm going to come off splotching off of there, and I'm going to mess up my lovely, one of my favorite jelly prints. That's okay. Metallic colors dry quick. Yes, they do. I've never heard of that before. About metallics drying quicker? They do. I don't know why, if that's what you were referring to. There's probably a lot of stuff in this chat you haven't heard of before. Whenever Gala's on, you'd be surprised. Read up a few more comments. That's Patty has her first pair of baby shoes. So. Actually, my mother did have both of our shoes, mine and my brother's, bronzed. Oh, mercy. Okay. Some of that smushed a little bit, but that's okay. I don't hate that. Guess how we're going to clean the plate? Oh, mercy. You better know it. You best believe it. I'm going to have to do black. Clean it with purple. You've lost your mind. Should I? Now I'll have a whole library of black and bronze collage bits. I could do a series. out. Watch out. I want that on deli. Deli, please. Oh, oops. I looked away and see multiple purples. Of course, Julie, you're just siding with Galen now. Oops. Oops. Tort. Let's see. What's she going to look like? I don't hate that. All right. Well, I'm not sure purple would have helped it. If there is such a thing as too much bronze. But I do like how that looks with just those little ghostly shadows of those characters in there. I don't hate that. Something different. CB, wait till you see what all I've done like this today. This one. This one. That one I used the high flow. That one came out a little wonkier than planned. This one. This. Not this. Not this. This one. I did go off in quite a tad. That's one of my faves. Oh, you've been here lurking. Well, excuse me. Got to watch when I talk about CB when I think she's not here. And I'm sure there's a few more in another pile over here, but, you know. All right, kids. I think I'm going to wrap her up. I've got quite a mess down here. I just started getting my area in order, but these 3 days of this, all the paints, paper, stencils, prints, it's a little crazy in here. Snow blindness from the bronze. We'll have to come up with a new term. CB got some good papers though. Look at that one, CB. Hello. Come on, focus. Really? Okay, don't focus. Whatever you do, don't focus. There we go. Anyway, there's a lot of goodness in there. Put those over in mine. Now you got to come back next summer so I can give them to you. All right, kids. Here's the last. Where the hell? Oh, here it is. Here's the stencil info. One more time. JOAN25. You got 8.5 hours left to get 25% off the whole schlamazel. So it's been real. I will see you kids later. Maybe next weekend. What's next weekend? Oh, no, I don't think next weekend. Maybe during the week. I'm retired. I can do it not on the weekends now, right? I forget about that. I always try to plan stuff for the weekend. That's what I've been used to doing for 60 years. Now I can do it every day's a weekend. All right, kids, thank you. Appreciate you hanging in there with me. And I will see you on the flip side. Bye.